What's up, YouTube? This is Bandit328, and we're back with another Magic the Gathering video, specifically Legacy, again, and Death and Taxes, again. I don't really like to do a lot of the same stuff. I like to vary the content, I like to vary the formats of the decks. However, this weekend is the Legacy portion of Eternal Weekend, and I've just been trying to play as much Legacy as possible. I've been testing out different decks. I've played Snoko, Teamer, Delver, Omnitel, and this was the next one on the list, and it just so happened to be um, the deck I streamed. So that's why this is becoming a YouTube video. Um, like I said, I try to vary it up, but it just so happened to work out this way. However, it should be noted that this is not the same deck as last time. This is a different, uh, technically a different deck. It's the same archetype. But the biggest difference is that the Legion Angels aren't part of the deck anymore. I just threw those in last time because, Zendikar Rising, just trying to play with new cards. This is more stock Death and Taxes, just, no nonsense, nothing fancy, nothing new aside from the, Skyclave apparitions, but they've slowly made their way into the main stock version of this deck. They're very good cards. But yeah, so this is technically a different build. It's just, it's the same archetype. So yeah, nothing really new. Like I said, pretty stock. You got the Caracas, you got Canopies, or utility lands. Your taxing lands are Wasteland and Rishadan Port. Um, at the 1-drop slot, you got Mother, super good, protecting itself and your creatures. Swords is your main source of removal. Aether Vial, one of the strongest 1-drops in the game. Just good for letting you play out your creatures at instant speed. Spirit of Labyrinth, really good against the blue decks that want to draw cards. Revoker, solid against anything with activated abilities, Planeswalkers, Sneak Attack, anything like that. Stoneforge, you get to run the little Stoneforge package. Really good card. Card advantage replaces itself in that sense, and lets you play out these things instant speed, get some counter spells, and they're just really powerful equipment. Um, Dahlia, solid creature, really good in Legacy where it's very like non-creature spell driven. Your opponents are gonna be casting a lot of non-creature spells, and to tax them for it really throws off their tempo. Really just puts them in hairy situations. That's why this card's a 4 of. Recruiter gets literally anything, any other creature in the deck. Super good. It's always great to Vile turn 1, land on turn 3, you go Recruiter, and then you get the 2-drop to Vile it in, usually Stoneforge or something along those lines. Flicker Wisp's just great at resetting things like Vile. You could blank your opponent's Chalice. You can get another trigger off of Stoneforge. Um, get another trigger off of Skyclave, off of Palace Jailer, reset Batterskull. Really good card, synergizes really well with a lot of what's going on in the deck. Sanctum Prelates. This card comes in really handy. It's only a 1 of, but you can always tutor it up with Recruiter. You can name problematic things like Terminus, on 6, Dead of Winter on 3, or just like Planeswalkers on 3 like Oko and stuff. Really good card. Skyclave, newest edition. It's basically just more removal. It deals with a lot of the things in the format. It's just really good. You can turn your opponent's Death Shadow, their Delvers into 1/1s. Um, get rid of Okos, Karns. It's just a super good card. Then you got the equipment, the Stoneforge package. GT super powerful equipment, sword. It's really hard when it's hard to make this thing irrelevant. It card advantage and uh and a shock to anything. It's always good. Batterskull is just a 4/4 lifelink, vigilance beater. It's a great card, super good. And Palace Jailer, at the very even if it didn't have its removal clause, it's still a very good card. The card advantage at the end of the turn itself is worth. A lot of the times I'll just slam it down if there's an empty board just to draw cards. Super good card. Sideboard. This is where I think it differs a lot from the last video. Um, like I said, we were playing Legion Angel, which took a Palace Jailer. Now we can run Palace Jailer in the main. We don't have 3 sideboard slots dedicated to Legion Angel, so a lot more optimized, a lot more what's the word? Like, yeah, just optimized. A lot more. It's just better suited for the meta, I think, because we have those extra 3 sideboard slots. Path, just another piece of removal, complements swords. Container priests, it's good against anything like sneak attack. Uh, Omnitel, Reanimator, super good. Rest in peace, getting rid of graveyards, pretty simple. Lean Relic Warder is probably one of my favorite cards in the sideboard. It's just so versatile. You can bring it in against the mirror, get rid of their vials, their equipment, against brown decks like Cloud Post, if they still run those. I think they still do. Anything with like Trinisphere, uh, the Monolith, gets rid of Chalices, gets rid of Bridge. Um, super good, really great card. I like it a lot. Council's Judgment. It's just another catch-all removal spell. Most notably for getting around True Name Nemesis. Another Sanctum Prelate in case you want more consistency in hitting it, and you really just need to name a card that'll stop your opponent's deck. Cataclysm, super powerful card against any decks that go wide, that go either with creatures or with mana. You can just stop them dead in their tracks with this card. Gideon, good against any control decks. It's just a good value card. Um, it's hard. This card is really good in a lot of like fair matches. Just any fair match, you can probably argue to bring this card in. Mindbreak Trap, great against Storm. Any deck that's casting multiple spells a turn, most notably Storm. Surgical, you can bring this in against a lot. Reanimator, a lot of combo decks. Even like if you like, for example, the Merit Lage deck, you can just Wasteland it, Surgical it, and that's the whole combo just gone from the deck. Uh, and there's Sword of Feast and Famine. Lastly, I'm always skeptical about just me. This is a strictly a personal preference. I've never been a fan of having extra equipment in the sideboard for like Stoneforge decks. I've always just said, like I just like my GT, Sword, Fire Knives, Batterskull, and that's it. Like don't I've always felt that it personally I've always felt that it took up an extra sideboard slot when it didn't have to. However, in testing, I've come to really like this. I think it's a good choice. There's just some matches where you don't really want a Fire Knives or you don't really want a GT, and this could just come in handy. Um, I really like it. I think it's good. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck. Just a quick reminder, if you enjoy what you see, appreciate a like. It really helps out a lot. Subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. I try to post at least once a week. More than likely, I can post more than once. This week I didn't get to, however, I try my best, and yeah, it would really help out. Also, any comments, suggestions, criticism, feedback. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. I am very capable of making mistakes, and I do so more often than I'd like. But I'm not afraid of getting feedback, even requests or recommendations. Like if you want to see a certain format, a certain deck, I'm not opposed to making accommodations. If I within reason, if I can. But yeah, thanks. That's the deck, and thanks for watching, YouTube. Hope you enjoy. Match number 1 on the play. Ooh, soccer. That's interesting. I've not played soccer in a hot minute. I hope it goes well for you, my friend. And I'd love to have you back. This hand is kind of eh. Well, it's not that bad actually. We're on the play. We can try this. With the Lord license. That is funny. Let's just go on planes, past turn. music is kind of loud. I don't know if I told you, Richarlison, but I used to play soccer in middle school. I used to love it a lot. It was like my favorite sport for a while. Looks like Death and Taxes. I mean, not Death. We're on Death and Taxes. This looks like I can't speak. Death's Shadow. They both start with death. Let's just go with Dahlia, I guess. And let's get dazed. Come on, daze me. Daze me. Daze me. Oh, okay, even better. No one has made me Fortnite dance yet? No. If it's a long stream tomorrow, you can catch up on your points. Probably. Hopefully it's long. Like I said, if I'm doing well, then it'll be long. So that's a good thing. Like, I can't really lose, you know? Like, if I do poorly, I can just end the stream early and call it, you know? But if I'm doing well, then it's long. It's only long if I'm doing well. Fatal push. Okay. Let's just swords our little friend here. Another force, wow. Now this feels a little bad, but nah. Wow. Ugh. That feels really bad. And the wasteland to get ours. Mm-hmm. Okay, we just get another Thalia. That's nice. I think I'm just gonna play Recruiter here. Go get like a Skyclave apparition or something. Okay. I really don't want to lose to this Delver. So he still has the Watery Grave in hand, which is important to note. Sweet, okay. So we're not getting dazed here. That's the good news. I guess we're getting in for one, even if it grows the shadow. That is why we have Palace Jailer. Get in for one. So I'm expecting either like Shadow or like Gurmag Shadow or something. Or that guy. Okay. So let's do this. Please. He can't have anything for this, can he? There's just no way. I'll just pass. Swords? Ah. So I am a little concerned that they have Berserk here, but doesn't seem like it. Love a flicker, okay. Nice. Wow, they just conceded the whole match? Okay, on to the next one, I guess. Match number 2, after our last opponent conceded after game 1. Not really liking this one. 2 equipment in our opening hand is not too great. Okay, I mean, this isn't terrible, but it's not really that great either. But I really don't want to go down to 5, so we're gonna put back one of these 3 drops. I think Prelate is probably the one that we're gonna send back. Badlands. Okay, maybe I should have kept Prelates. This looks like Reanimator. Takes our Spirit of the Lab. Alright, we'll just play Caracas, I guess. I'm pretty sure this Caracas is making it really hard for them, unless they have like an Entomb. I don't really want to tap Caracas, so I'm just gonna play Thalia. Wow. We're not even getting games here. We're just getting concessions. I'm like, this has got it. Like, this is undoubtedly Reanimator, right? This cannot be anything else. Like, I'm not gonna get punished for bringing in a bunch of graveyard hate. I don't think Mindbreak Trap is worth it, to be honest. Alright, so Jite, I don't really like. And as a result, we'll take out a Stoneforge as well. This naming Grizzlebrand isn't terrible. I'm not really a fan of the Sword of Fire Knights either. Do I just take out the whole Stoneforge package? I don't think that's right. Spirit of the Lab makes their Faithless Lootings pretty terrible. Probably go down to Vile on the play. This might actually be pretty decent if they have Animate Dead. I think I might just take out the Stoneforges on the... I might, yeah. Just take out the whole Stoneforge package. Bring in all this. Okay, this is actually pretty sweet. The Surgicals is nice, the Caracas is nice, Containment Priest. Pretty sweet. Let's just hope like they just go for it. Like they don't even try and like check us, they just try and win. In which case we just Surgical them. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I was like certain. I mean, unless this is like weird reanimator. Well. Well then. Echo of Eons. Nice. In that case, I'll just do this right now, I guess. I just assumed it was Reanimator. I guess that was too hasty of me. Because I just saw Badlands and I was just like, yeah, this is Reanimator. It has to be. Let's just snip this. So, Burning Wish, Chain, Empty, the works. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the two Wastelands. Yeah. Takes Arthalia. We'll pass. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just seems like Abrupt Decay is the only thing they... Wait a second. Empty, empty. Tendrils. Did I see tendrils? No, Thoughtseize is what I saw. I just saw T and assumed it was tendrils. It's a lot of empty thorns. There's a pedal. They might just go for a little empty here. I wouldn't be surprised. They would do it for like... Now it would be like 8. Chain of Vapor. Nice. Oh boy. We're in danger. We are in danger. Infernal Tutor, no. Yikes. Yeah, let's just source one of them right now. My god. Yeah, we'll just... Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So... Let's learn from our mistakes here. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So there's no reason for me. There's no legit. I mean, I could still run the rest in peace, but just for Echo, I don't think it's worth it. So these are coming out for these pretty easily. I don't think I want Palace Jailer at all, or the Skyclave apparitions for that matter. Seems like their only legit plan was just go off with empty. In which case, I probably want Cataclysms. Contained Priest is obviously no. Path is probably bad. It is bad. Yeah, I do want the Stoneforge package back. Leonin was good. Okay. Council's Judgment doesn't seem good. Probably just go down the swords, honestly. Yeah, one sword isn't gonna save me anything. From anything, I mean. Okay. On the play. Alright. This isn't amazing, but we draw any land and we're pretty set, so I'm gonna keep this, and we have a lot of sideboard cards. So let's go with my mother. Man, I was so certain, like, I would have put money that they were on Reanimator. Like, especially with the Caracas, like, I thought, okay, this must be it. Like, they realized with Caracas and Thalia, they're just pretty screwed. But I guess not. Now, if we just draw a land, we're in a pretty good spot, I think. Oh, whoops, I just realized. This needs to be updated. Ponder is fine. Yes, sir. And they were gonna surgical all their empties. Wonder what they're gonna. They might just go for the empty the warrens out of fear. They're gonna go for Burning Wish. That's okay. And we let the triggers go on the stack, and now we play this for 0. I'll put this at the draw. Tell me, why didn't you counter the tutor? For the walls. That's why. I guess that's probably the smarter thing to do. I just wanted to do the clicking. It's always satisfying to do it with Mind Break. He didn't even let us draw. We would have bricked. Oh man, we would have bricked for so long. Well, we got there nonetheless. On to the next one. Match number 3. We're on the play. I don't know how to feel about these hands. Like, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of them. We don't have it play until turn 3. I think we can do better. Okay, apparently we can't. Can I just get like an Aether Vial or something? Like, is that too much to ask? Like an Aether Vial and these hands are actually like pretty good, I'd say. Green Sun. Let's just get that out of here. Yeah, there's the vial. Better late than never. So we are playing against elves, okay. I was thinking about it, but Green Sun Zenith can mean a lot of decks, but I had a feeling it was elves. Should I just play Prelate and name 4? Or 1? No, I think it's better to name 4 just because 1 turns off our swords, but 4 we just kind of it gives us the potential to just lose outright. So yeah, let's just go. Let's just name 4 with this. Because 1 stops Vlamps. Oh, what? Oh, they run that main. I forgot. That is true. That is a main board card. Alright, well, there's no point in wasting that. Spirit would, like, crush them all together, honestly. Ah, man, if we could just use our Vial. Like, Spirit would... Us having Sanctum Prelate on 4 and then Spirit of Labyrinth, it'd screw them over pretty hard. It's either that or just, like, Stoneforge. Stoneforge gets, like, Jite. Or even just Batterskull. You know what? Let's just get Spirit. I really wish we can use this. Yeah, because eventually they're gonna just start churning through their cantrips, so to speak. I mean, they're not cantrips, but they're gonna make their creatures cantrips, and they can draw so many cards. Yep. Maybe I should have just gotten Stoneforge. That might have been like the better play. Alright. See what they do. Sure. Alright, that's a problem. That is a problem. There's no way of me, like, getting rid of it effectively, though. Well, not with this thing. 10 and now if you control. I have to let him activate this first. Mm-hmm. Let's get Wirewood out of here. Second. Oh. I'm like. I got no words. I got no words for that. Other than I'm sorry. It's pretty bad. Could've just waited for their turn. Let's hope that doesn't hurt us too bad. So they got 1, 2, essentially 3 if they bounce and play it again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Six. They got quite a bit of mana. And that just gets some guys Cradle. Yeah, I think I should have just gotten Stoneforge in that case. Are they just gonna play what's it called? Archon here? Could just hard cast Archon. Or they could just do a decent little Green Suns. Looks like Archon though. Probably just say instant, right? Now I think it's a little too late. And Jailer doesn't even like yeah, we can exile that, but they can just get the Monarch back, get it back, and then we don't even get to draw at the end of our turn with Jailer. Thank you for reminding me to hydrate, Josh, because I'm not thinking clearly apparently. Critter hits. I mean, it's just gotta be Stoneforge, right? It has to be. I think, at least. It should have been Stoneforge from the beginning. Yeah, I don't know why. Should have gotten Spirit. It's whatever. They can make a good amount of mana here. They just go get Guy's Cradle. This puts it into play tapped. Okay. Oh, okay. Now they just got a ton of mana. They have to tap 2 elves. That's 5, 10, 15, right? Yeah, I'll just call it there. I'll figure it out for you, my friend. Cataclysm seems pretty good, I think. Maybe even Sword. I don't think Council's Judgment is good. How good would Mind Break Trap be? I don't know how good it would be. Like, I don't think it accomplishes anything. Like, it could stop them from doing a big... I don't know. I don't think... I don't think I want it. Revoker. I guess it could name, what's it? Some of the abilities is pretty useful. Spirit, I imagine, is pretty good. I don't think Sword is super great. Yeah, I can shock them and stuff, but I think Feast and Famine is better in this situation. I can go down Athalia. Maybe like 1 Wasteland. Hmm. I think Path is a little overkill. Maybe not Palace Jailer. They could easily steal back the Monarch and get whatever I took back. Hmm. Let's try like that. Vial into Mom into Swords into Skyclave is pretty sweet. And on the play no less. Another green sun for 0. I'm tempted to just wasteland that so I can leave up my swords for something else. But I think I want the mana. So let's just swords this. Pass turn. There was a time I used to play elves, but then I used to play elves quite a little bit actually, but then they printed Allosaurus Rider or whatever that new one drop is. And it's so expensive I didn't want to buy it. I know this Legacy Eternal Weekend event gives you access to all the cards, but like I don't think I want to play elves anyways. Another green sun for 0. Okay, I kind of have to wasteland this now. Oh no, I have to wasteland that. Speak of the devil. I mean, if I really don't want to leave them with Guy's Cradle. That seems really bad. Cause they could, like right off the bat, they have 2, 3, 4 mana. I don't think I like it. It's fine. Jeez Louise. Another one. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's play Skyclave. Get rid of that. Sure. Ooh, Ooh, Progenitus. Okay. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, I will not lie. Not sure we can beat that. Ten Pro everything. Turn too late. I guess we'll just get it in the air. Thinking, what would it take to beat this? We'd have to like. There's just no way, right? It would require like. It would probably involve Batterskull on this, but no, it's a little too late, I think. The soul of the world has returned. That's scary. Gonna hard cast. Freaking yeah. It's pretty good. GG's. GG's. Match number 3 against Napoleon's cousin, Frank Bonaparte. If these two things were literally anything else except the Batterskull, this would be a lot better hand. A much better hand. I mean, it's okay, I think. Send back a Stoneforge. Oh my goodness, you're redeeming all the questions. I promise I will get to those after this match. Alma, if you will be patient enough to bear with me. Oh my goodness. I will get to all of those, I promise you. You're just doing all the combinations of my user, aren't you? Oh my goodness. This looks like, I'm guessing, Mono Red Prison. Blood Sun. Sure. I guess it's kind of relevant, but not super really. That's that is very how would I say? I was gonna say insightful, but it's not what I'm looking for. Making use of your math lessons, yes. Challenge for 1. I mean, that kind of sucks, but it's not terrible, I guess. Oh my god, we draw frickin' Aether Vial. So I'm not getting Jite, that's for sure. Kind of want to get Sword, but let's just get Batterskull. I just realized Skyclave just straight up removes Chalice. Doesn't even give them anything for it. Permutations. I think that's it. That sounds like something. Sounds correct in my book. If I had a book. I wish I had a book. Like a book that you wrote. That'd be cool to see. I don't think there's any need for me to fight this Chalice right now. I think I'm just gonna play Batterskull at the end of their turn. City of Traders. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. Ensnaring Bridge. Okay, I guess that's what I'm exiling. That's fine. Put Batterskull in. Play Skyclave. Get rid of Bridge. Sucks we have all these 1-drops in our hand. Chandra? Karn. Okay. That's a problem. It's another bridge. I think I'm just playing this, right? Karn, you? Just for the card draw, I think it's good enough. I think we're okay here. Like, yeah, they get to play bridge. But unless they have another land or something else to play, we still can get in with the everything except the Batterskull or the Germ, I guess. And we have 2 recruiters in the deck. We have 2 Skyclaves left in the deck. Chalice for 2 and Chalice for 0. Okay, we can still get in. So these are just unplayable. Goes to 2 life. Draw Thalia, unplayable. And now he plays bridge. And if I'm correct, I cannot activate this. Or that. We'll still draw cards though. Trinisphere? Okay. Just play our lands. Draw our cards. Switch swords. We can easily get out of this. Like, we just need to... We got several outs. It's not one of them, unfortunately. He's top decking like we are, but we're drawing 2 cards a turn. Another Blood Sun. There we go. There we go, and I think that does it. Nice. Alright, let's get that here. I imagine this has got to be decent, right? Make some sack artifacts. Maybe not that great, actually. Sanctum seems good. So does Council's Judgment. I'll probably do without a couple swords. Probably a Vial because of Karn. Do we need anything else from this? If anything, just maybe the Cataclysms. But it doesn't really do what I want it to do, because they could, if there's a problematic artifact, they could just sack everything except that artifact. So I don't think it's good. If anything, maybe just a Quintarian Priest because it does something. Some of these cards I don't really just want at all. Like, I don't think I want many swords, to be honest. But, I mean, I'm sure they have creatures. They do have creatures, right? They have to. Whether it's Worm Coil, whether it's Rabble Master. Yeah, I think I'll just submit like this. I think it's okay. Um, yeah, we can try this. They go to 6. Lone Mountain on turn 1. That's probably the. Ah, come on, I don't want to draw that. I don't want to see that. Blood Sun. Just play Thalia. Just to slow them down a little bit. You know, I don't want them to just drop a card on us right here. They would have to have another soul land for that. So I'll just make them have it. I guess I probably should have taken out the GT in favor of the Sword of Feast and Famine. That would have probably been better, actually. Because GT just doesn't really do much right now. Mm-hmm. Are they just trying to be efficient with how they play Karn or something? Okay. Ah, crap. That's the only reason why I tap like this. I forgot. That's fine. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking I just attack here, kill that, and then play prelate for 4. I think I like that. Because it turns off all their problematic cards like Karn and the other Chandras. It still leaves them with Bridge, but we have multiple answers for Bridge. So I think I'm doing that. I think I'm just going to kill Chandra right here. Play Prelates. Say number 4. Matt Cherne. And this also, I don't know if they still run Fiery Confluence or not, but it also turns off that. Bridge is fine, amigo. Bridge is fine. Wait for 2. Now I can just play Batter Skull. I'll just do it like this so I can get an extra damage in with Stoneforge. I'll just put it on, I don't know, Prelate, give it Pro Red. And we'll just pass. And this is, I think this is pretty hard for them to come back from. Yeah. GG's. On to the next one. Match number 5, last one of the league. Let's try to end with the 4-1. I'm not a fan of this hand. Don't really like it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna maul this. This isn't too much better, but I think it is a little better. Let's just send back a Snow Plains. Because why not? Cloud Post. Ooh. This should be interesting. These swords might actually be the best cards we'll play. I'll just turn off audio. If they play Chalice, and they're going to be the worst, obviously, but... Trinisphere? Or just Chalice for 1? Huh. I am sad. Port's not bad, though. Port is not bad. It's actually pretty good. So this is just Eldrazi Post, I'm assuming. Sorcerer's Spyglass, naming... Probably Port or Wasteland, maybe? Port is what we have right now, but Wasteland I think is more detrimental to them. They just say Port. Okay. think I'm just gonna play Recruiter. Let's get... I kind of just want to get Skyclave. Skyclave eats the Chalice. But it might just be another case where I should just get Stoneforge. Skyclave also can get rid of... Well... I think I'm gonna get Skyclave here. I think that's what my gut says, and I'm gonna go with it. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Because here's my thinking: if they go like Thought Natsu here, they can just take. If we got Stoneforge, they could just take our Palace Jailer, and then we wouldn't have any way to remove it. This way, if they played like Thought Knot, they can take one of the two, and then the other one can take it. Plus, Flicker with Skyclave is pretty good value, I think. Another Chalice on one. Sure. Whole thing about it is they just don't get any tokens for it, which is pretty sweet. They have a lot of mana though. They have 3, 6. If it's an Eldrazi, that's 8, 9. Otherwise, it's just 8. But still, that is a lot of mana. Decks like those got so much better with the newest Karn. Oh my god, really, dude? See, at this point, why not just play Chalice for like 3 or something? Yikes. Oh, whoops, my bad. Yeah, whatever. I just saw land and played it. I guess it didn't really matter. I could have saved myself a life, but whatever. I'm still doing this. Oh man, if they have Dismember, that would have been pretty sad if they had Dismember. That would have been good bait. Oh no, it doesn't go away, right? Because I'm still the Monarch. This would still be exiled, I believe. That's how it works. Yikes. At least I'm still the Monarch. Okay. Yeah, let's just go Thalia. Have Caracas back up in case we need to save her. Glimmer Post gains them a lot of life. Yikes. This Ulamog. Please. Ugin. Man, these draws are pretty terrible right now. Pretty garbage. Just get rid of it. Let's just blanket Chalice, I guess. It's when it leaves. I don't really want to give him card draw right now. I'm gonna take the Monarch too. Ugh, jeez, that sucks. Yeah, we'll just call it there. That is nasty. Alright, definitely want that. It's another case where I think I want the sword over the GT. Prelate's good. Council's good. Cataclysm seems pretty good. Spirit doesn't seem all that great. Probably go down one vial. Maybe like one sword. What else could I do without? Maybe one Skyclave? I mean, Skyclave gets quite a bit. It takes their Karn, Chalices, Bridges. Takes quite a bit. I guess it's worth leaving the 3. Maybe I don't want the Feast and Famine, and I just go down that and the Stoneforge. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that. Let's try like that. Okay. I can dig this. I can dig it. I go to 6. Grim Monolith, sure. It's gnarly. Oh man. That's a scary sight. That's 4, 7 mana. Ugin? Jeez, Ugin would be pretty bad. Ballista for 2. And what else? Trinisphere or something? Oh, and a Chalice for 1, sure. Yes. attack, see what they do. Probably just shoots it, right? Alright, now let's play port. And I think I want to just play this for 4. I'm not gonna violent Thalia just because I don't want it to get killed right off the bat. Maybe I should have just played it. I'm gonna Violet in here, see what he'll do about it. I don't know if he wants to go down to 10 just to kill Athalia. If he wants to do it, he's gonna do it now. Let's do this, and I'm just gonna do this right now. Actually, wait. No, this was a mistake. Golly, this was a mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. That was bad. I was like, my sequencing was so poorly done, like, in this game. Oh my god, that was so bad. That was so bad. What was I thinking? I don't know what to say, I'm sorry. Like, I had, like, I don't know what I thought I could do or what, but that was such poor sequencing on my part. Let's just tap down the tune. Hopefully it doesn't matter. It might just, but... Suva, copying port. Okay, well, thankfully it did not matter, but I'm still counting it as a punt because it was a pretty big punt. That was just bad. But we survived to play another game. I don't think I want to change anything again. If anything, like, maybe bring in a Gideon for, like, a Vial or something. I don't know. I don't really want to have that many 1-drops on the draw. Just because they're so likely to just have Chalice on 1. I think I'm just running it back like this. Just hope for the best. I think our chances of this in this matchup are pretty fair. You know, like if they have the nuts, they have the nuts. But um, if they just have a fair, decent hand, you know, like I think if we have a decent hand as well, we could just between the wastelands and the thalias and the ports, I think we can stand to do some decent damage and hold our own. I think we can do better than this. Maybe we can't. Yikes. Alright, well, we're keeping this. Send back one of those, send back one of these. If we weren't facing down potential Chalcedon ones, you could probably make an argument to keep either one or both of those last hands that we mulliganed. I just kind of, I have to kind of just assume they have Chalice on one. I know that's like not guaranteed that they have it, but I mean, it's almost guaranteed. Yep. I'm assuming he just goes gets Worm Coil. I mean, Ensnaring Bridge, but he could very well get Worm Coil. I'm sure he's. Oh, he just gets Ballista. That's probably good. Yeah. I was gonna say if he might be scared to get Worm Coil in case of Path. I mean Swords. Okay. So Ballista is a bit of a problem. Let's just go Skyclave on the Karn. Get him for 2. Gain some life. Yikes. This is gonna be a big Ballista. A 5/5 Ballista to be in fact. Wait, no. Wow, I totally meant to play. I totally meant to play swords there. I tapped 2 mana because I was gonna have to play, but that's just. I swear that was a misclick. I mean, they're probably still killing our Dahlia here, so we might still get to swords. Okay, they're going with the Skyclave plan first. Wow, they leave the others alive. That's pretty bad. Yep. And now they just probably pump it up, keep it alive, and then kill our board. Or not. It's dying either way. I mean, I might as well just block. Cataclysm? Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. I don't think it would have mattered too much because we kill that thing there, force them to kill it, to kill our creatures. So there's an empty board. We have a Stone Forge in hand. Then they play Thought Not Seer. They still have the 4/4. They would have probably just taken Stone Forge at that point. I think either way, we're kind of just in a bad situation. Yeah, we'll call this one. GG's to opponent. 3-1 though, not bad. Not bad. We did make some questionable calls, especially the misclicks and the misplays, but still decent league nonetheless, I think. Thanks for watching YouTube. I do appreciate you checking it out. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you enjoyed or if you just feel like helping out, a like, subscribe, comment really, really helps the channel out a lot. Helps me reach more people. Um, Leave any suggestions if you want in the comments, any recommendations, any requests. I'm open to hearing them. I can't promise I'll meet them all, but if they're within reason, like if you want to see a certain deck or a format being played, feel free. I'm more than happy to meet those accommodations if I can. Next week we'll be playing Vintage for the Vintage part of the Eternal Weekend. So if that's your thing, feel free to check it out. Like I said, thanks again. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you next time.